You see here, hi guys. Well, you're probably getting used to it by now. It's going to be another lunch vlog. And today, I thought I'd talk about the enthusiasm I had yesterday. Yesterday I felt I was 25 years old again. No, it wasn't any energy pills, and it wasn't a midlife crisis or anything like that. It was actually something much more simple or profound. I don't know. I'll tell you about it. Yesterday I had the chance to see a very famous chemist. His name is Carl Djerassi, and he is, well, we could say the chemist who synthesized with his group the pill. So the baby pill, you know, the one that has revolutionized contraception, and in a way we can say revolutionized the world. Now, why I say it brought me back to being 25 again is 25 was when I was pretty well in the middle of my studies as an organic chemist at the time, doing my PhD. And this guy, so Carl Djerassi, was a chemist who was already doing great work in the 50s. But when, so as you can see, I'm talking like 20 some odd years after that, of course. But he was like still, you know, one of the gods of chemistry. You know, one of the guys that you would talk about, and it was a living legend, a living myth that walked. The guy walked on water, you know, as a few others. And to go eventually and do what we would call a postdoc at the time, so after the PhD, for one of those people, it was in a way, it would have been like the equivalent of nirvana, and also or living hell. Because, you know, going for some of those guys meant exactly that. It could have meant professional suicide, literally, or and I mean literally, a lot of them actually ended up doing not only the professional suicide, but that's another vlog about the chemistry side. But why I say it brought me back to 25. Well, this man now was like in his, well, probably in his late 80s now. And he received a prize. He had emigrated from Vienna at the beginning of the war and had gone to the States. I won't get into his biography, but the whole conference was about, you know, about his work and about sociology, we could say, demographics, and everything in a way that has become related to the pill. Now, another thing was when we were sitting in the conference room, of course he had PowerPoints like everybody does today, but they were scans of his original slides, you know, of his slides of 30 years ago. And I could just recognize the way that the professors used to write then. And the way he talked about chemistry, about life, and about the people. He was showing pictures, and I was there, and I say, hey, I've met these people. I met Carl Djerassi, and shook his hands many years ago in Montana when I was at a conference there. Of course, the guy knows and has met so many people, he had no idea who I was. It doesn't matter. That's just the way it is with the great ones of this or separate worlds. And now the man, he's gone on to another career. He's become an author, a playwright, and a lot of other interesting things. But you know, it just brought back my past. Here I was, sitting on the benches, and I wasn't, you know, like the soon-to-be 55-year-old man. You know, I was that student again, and there was all the enthusiasm. I guess probably because I was at the university with the students, and there was all that enthusiasm of being there with them. Yeah, it was really, really cool. I mean, I'll put I'll tack on a picture of the conference that I was at, and maybe I did get a picture of him. Let me see if I can move that around. Yeah, it was fun. I mean, you can probably see by now that I was like extremely enthusiastic and had a lot of fun. And when I got home, Mrs. E.C. said to me, "Wow, I mean, I can tell you've had a lot of fun," and I did. You know, it was just brought back so many things. Because at the end, like of my studies, that was one of the things we had to choose, so to say. It was part of the rituals to choose like who you would go do what we would call the postdoctoral stay or studies with. And at the time, you know, I had managed to get with one of those sacred beasts as well at Oxford and in the University of Geneva. And I mean, these were literally guys, like I said, that ate you alive and spit out whatever was left. But the thing is if you made it through a period with these guys, you had, you know, kind of walked through and on fire. And it's something that always stays with you the rest of your life. And of course, there is that thing that when you're bringing out your CV and people say, well, oh, you were with Sir so-and-so in Oxford and the infamous so-and-so in Geneva, and you're still alive. But I mean, you know, the thing is that these guys are larger than life. I'm certain that you have some of these larger than life stories that you can tell, and maybe that will be the subject of some vlogs that I had with these larger than life people. You know, these are in their own world. It was like, actually, for somebody maybe who's in politics, you know, to go work for a minister, for a prime minister or a president of a country, you know, it was really in the chemistry world, it was that level. And so yeah, I mean, it brought me back to those days. Not much of a vlog, I guess, but yeah, it was my day yesterday, plus a few things at work that went well. Okay, DC signing off. Take care. Bye. And be back to you soon with some other videos from Lugano and so on. Okay, take care. Love you guys. Bye.